Alright guys, my most viewed video on the channel is me getting out of my bed onto the wheelchair and showing you my muscle spasms. So I figured I'd do it again, and this time I'm not medicated at all. I don't take Baclofen. I don't use anything at all. I have no medication in me. So the spasms are gonna be probably a little more intense. Alright. So obviously I sleep with all these pillows. I hug one and I put one in between my legs. So here we go. Let's get into this chair as fast as I can, but as safe as I can. So I try to, of course, shake them out one at a time at first. Use your pants to pull them up. It makes it easier. I can't even get it. It just doesn't want to stop. There we go. And there goes that one. Alright, and then throw them both out. And they go pretty much everything that I can't move. Spasms. My knees bend in like that. They shake out my abs and everything. So like there's a slight pelvic thrust. It's not as bad as usual. And then of course, depending on the type of bed you have, I like that I have these things to grab. I use those to sit up. And right now I'm fighting my abs and thighs to bend forward. And as you can see, when you have muscle spasms and stuff, you get little bruises and stuff from your legs kicking things. Alright, so I'll never be able to get in my chair. See, my abs are like being real tense and throwing side to side. So I try to, oh jeez. There's the pelvic thrust again. I was trying to pull my leg up. Alright. Let me do the one at a time stretch. So I just try to pull one to my chest. Let this one shake and be tense all at once. Let's see if I can do both. Nope. Alright. It doesn't want to go. So if you guys have any questions, of course, please don't find me and message me on Facebook or Instagram. Just talk to me in the comments. I'll make whatever kind of videos you want. I just normally need someone to shoot the video. Okay, come on. There we go. Let me see if I can get in this chair as fast as I can. My last video was like 15 minutes long. But everybody had a lot of comments and was surprised, so figured I'd do a part 2. Alright, I think maybe that's good enough for me to get out already. Well, the abs are fighting me. Let me get this. Alright. I think it's safe enough maybe to get in my chair. Not as bad as I thought they were gonna be. But also, I should just put my shoes on. If you don't put your shoes on, your legs kind of get a little more crazy, because a lot of people don't know this, but oops. But your nerves still work. Like if you were to tickle the bottom of my feet, the toes and the feet would jump like I'm being tickled. Or like when I get in the shower, which I'm doing a shower video soon, so guys, be ready for that. I'm gonna definitely keep it PG, keep my boxers on, so YouTube doesn't get upset with me. But like if you hit them with cold water, they literally jump like, holy crap, that's cold. And if I were to get out into my chair without my shoes on and they touch the floor and the foot plate fresh in the morning, they jump and don't want to stay put. So I just make these super wide. I pull the tongue super back so there's a nice big opening. Make sure your toes don't get bent. Make sure it's nice and in there solid, because as you can see, I have a purple toe. It's from putting my foot in my shoe, and then like an hour or so later, while I was driving somewhere, my leg started jumping. I didn't know why it was jumping. Took my shoe off eventually and found out that it was bent in the shoe. So at least I didn't damage it further, but I learned the hard way from that one. So sometimes when you put your shoes on, when it touches the shoe, they want to bend, so make sure your toes are straight. See, for this one where it's already been bent and hurt, I have to make sure it's super loose, and honestly, I always shove my hand in there and check it. Oh, it's not bent. Don't tie these too tight. And another thing people always ask me, including my mom, why don't you wear socks? It's because you can't feel your feet or move your feet. And like, I like my toes to be like nice and open. Instead, when a sock, because socks are very tight, if you wear socks, I suggest wearing diabetic people socks. They're just called diabetic socks, because otherwise they just squeeze my toes the whole time. And when I take my foot out of my shoe, at the end of the day, you see the whole imprint of the fabric on my foot, and my toes are all super scrunched. So that's at least my thought process behind it. I don't like my feet being scrunched. All right, before I get out, let's give them one more shake so they don't do nothing crazy while I'm actually making my transfer. Oh, they're tense. Because if they have a severe or strong spasm while I'm doing my transfer, obviously that can make you fall out of your chair. Some people aren't as blessed as me to be, you know, thin and lightweight, and falling out of your chair is a lot more serious. You can't get back into it so easy. I mean, I have fallen and I can. Oop. It wants to bend, it wants to jump. See, you gotta get all these shaken out. And what I like to tell people, why they're so violent in the morning, honestly, it's a constant struggle. They want to shake all day, and the more I don't let them shake, the more they want to shake. So obviously when I sleep, that's the time when they're not getting moved the most, and I go, 6 or 8 hours without them being shaken. And then you wake up and they're pretty crazy and want to shake a lot. Alright, and this is one I like to do a lot because it helps with the bladder and hip spasms, so it doesn't like toss my hips or abs anywhere, because when your abs spasm, they want to make you go back, like a board. They want to straighten you out. And when your hips spasm, they want to kind of like twist. But I can get into my chair if my legs are just going, but my hips and my back and abs kind of make it worse. All right. Okay. I try to get out of my bed on the bottom nowadays. It's just a little easier, and like, as you can see, I like to hang my heels over the end. If I had my heels on the bed, it really makes your foot drop. It makes them just cocked at all these weird angles, and I don't like to put that pressure on my ankles. All right, make sure these are nice and pretty loose. Good for the day. And then I'm gonna get, obviously, some more right before I get out. So I like this bar right here. It's a, a moving bed. The back goes up like a Craftmatic. It's actually called a wall hugger. So this bar is here to stop it from sliding off of the frame. So I know not everyone's gonna have that, but just like hold the edge of your bed. Try to get both of them. All right, I think it's good enough. And then before you get them in your foot plate, they always want to do their little dance, at least me. My body does. You just let them do it. You try to fight it. You'll pull them up. You just wear yourself out. Wear your arms out. Get yourself upset. They're still a little tense. I think I can get them in. There we go. All right, guys. That's how you get out of your chair. This time wasn't too bad. If you like the video, just give me a like. If you got an idea for another video you guys would like to see, I'm doing the shower one next, and then I'm gonna, do a lot of new videos here soon. All right, this is just like the heel hops. Pretty much a constant thing all day. All I do all day, everywhere I roll, is just pull them back into my foot plate because they want to wiggle themselves off. But all right, give me a like, give me a subscribe if you're not subscribed, and on to the next video.